before the end of the present administration. The Federal Executive Council, FEC, at its meeting, formally approved the cancellation of the 2020 contract awarded to Dantata and Sawo and awarded it to the two contractors for a combined sum of 95.9 billion naira. The project will be simultaneously taken from Akure and Ado Ekiti ends separately by the two new contractors. The federal government, which had recently considered the road as one of those to be fixed through the Nigeria National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC) tax credit scheme across the country, has given a marching order to the new contractors to mobilize to site. Meanwhile, 75 public places, including 20 airports, tertiary institutions, and markets nationwide, are to benefit from the federal government's 24.20 billion naira free broadband internet connectivity. Minister of Communications and Digital Economy Issa Ali Pantami made the disclosure after the Federal Executive Council meeting chaired by President Muhammadu Buhari in Abuja. Similarly, the cabinet sanctioned two major contracts for construction of a Center of Excellence for Environmental Restoration in Kana Council and a 100-bed specialist hospital in Ogoni, both in Rivers State. Minister of Environment Mullah Mohammed Abdullahi said the projects are to facilitate efficient and cost-effective approaches to contamination management and environmental restoration while supporting the welfare of the people who had been negatively impacted by environmental degradation arising from years of oil exploitation and exploration. The Election Petition Tribunal in Ondo State has confirmed that 9 petitions have so far been received on the February 25 National Assembly elections of the state. Secretary of the State Tribunal, Musa Adam, who made the confirmation in Akure, informed that the tribunal was yet to receive a petition on the House of Assembly election. Omoriola Humbeji reports.
Presidential and National Assembly elections were conducted in the country on February 25, while governorship and state houses of assembly were held on 18th March 2023. Those who do not agree with the outcome of the polls have approached the Election Petition Tribunal to seek redress. Here in Ondo State, Secretary of the Election Tribunal, Musa Adam, said aggrieved candidates and their parties have started submitting petitions.
We have received 9 petitions, 2 in respect of Senate, while 7 in respect of the House of Representatives. As regards the 18th March 2023 governorship and state houses of assembly election tribunal petition elections, we are up to now yet to receive any petition. Yes, because they are still within their time.
He revealed that the candidates of the New Nigeria People's Party, NLPP, Mr. Olusegun Phillips Alunge, who contested in the Ondo North Senatorial District, filed a petition to challenge the election, which produced Olajide Pinshagba of the ruling APC as winner. He added that the senatorial candidate of the Labour Party in Ondo Central also raised a petition against Adeniyi Adegbomire of APC, who was declared winner by INEC. Candidates who lost elections in Akoko Southeast, Akoko Southwest, Eseldo Ilaje, Okitipupa Irele, and Ondo East, Ondo West federal constituencies have also submitted their petitions.
Once the petition is filed, the parties against whom the petition is filed, particularly the candidates on whose return the petitioner is challenging, the party that sponsored the candidate, as well as mostly the INEC, are the respondents in virtually all the petitions. So they have to be served with the petitions first, and the law permits them a certain number of days within which to file their reply against the petition. So we are still on that process. We are not yet served all the parties. Some of them are out of the country in the first place, so we are yet to serve like 2 of them. The 7 we are able to serve them personally. So in regard to the 7 that were served, they are yet to file their reply because they are still within their time.
The secretary, however, said no petition has yet to be raised over the state assembly elections. According to the Electoral Act, candidates have 21 days from the day of the announcement of results to file their petition before the tribunal. Omoriola Ngwiji, Osrc News.
Ondo State government says adequate attention will be given to repair schools damaged by rainstorm in Akure. Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Femi Agagu, gave the assurance during an on-the-spot assessment to schools affected by downpour. Osrc Sahid Aribisala reports that Oyemekun Grammar School, Akure High School, as well as Community Education Resource Center witnessed destruction.
Akure High School, seeming like a shadow of itself. Perimeter fence of the schools destroyed, windows shattered, and roofs of classrooms and other buildings blown off. No thanks to rainstorm.
From the core of its roots, this street, which perhaps has been standing for many years, was pulled out by the storm that followed the rainfall.
From the top of the roof, even another tree fell on top of the roof of the administrative block. But glory be to God, no life was lost, in spite of the great damage.
It's a similar tale of destruction as a result of the rainstorm of the previous evening at Oyemekun Grammar School, Akure, where classrooms, hostel accommodation, and administrative buildings were damaged.
I was here till around 11 o'clock. 11 p.m. yesterday. We have to move the boys to another place. Even the coppers, about 36 of them, have to go to the town to look for accommodation for them. We have to rent mattresses and many other things like that. So we've located the coppers, we've relocated the students in the hostel. And I believe God will see us through.
Worried by the distress report from the school administrators, Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Femi Agagu, led management members of the ministry for an on-the-spot assessment of the damages.
The damages very extensive, particularly in the high school. Almost all the fences are collapsed. Most of the roofs are blown off. Also at St. Peter's, also extensive damages here. Where we are now, I see all that the rainstorm has done.
Mr. Agagu promised the government will take adequate steps to remedy the situation.
We are not happy about it, but what to do now is not to start the money, it's to see how we can quickly remedy the situation. The government, the project people will take detailed account of the damages and they quickly advise us on what to do. If it happened yesterday night and we have already gone through 3 schools this morning, then you know that we are responding very swiftly. And I can assure you that going forward we will also make sure that we expedite action and ensure that there is not too much discomfort to the process of learning and the schools. So, we do our best within the limits of the resources available.
The Continuous Education Resource Center of the Education Ministry was not spared by the storm which accompanied the downpour.
The home economics unit spoiled, the technology department spoiled, the laboratory for the 3 sciences, physics, chemistry and biology were being touched. You can see the roofing sheet being removed. Then the Osrc unit, where equipment were being fabricated, they were removed, carted away.
The total length is 35.2.
The project department of the Education Ministry has since swung into action to determine the extent of the damages, and expectations are that the schools will return to shape for qualitative education to continue. Sahid Aribisala, Osrc News.
Lagos State government will today begin the trial of Chrisland School, Okwebi, and some employers over the death of one of the school pupils, 12-year-old Whitney Adeniran. The school's workers to be arraigned before Justice Oyindamola Ogala of the Lagos State High Court in Ikeja include Ademoye Adewale, Kuku Futai, Mrs. Belinda Amao, Nwatu Ugochi Victoria, and Chrisland School Limited. The defendants are to be tried on a 2-count charge bordering on involuntary manslaughter, reckless and negligence acts contrary to sections 224 and 251 of the criminal laws of Lagos State, filed by the state. Adeniro slumped on February 9, 2023 during an inter-house sports activity by the school at the Agege Sports Stadium. An autopsy later carried out at the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, Ikeja, indicated that the pupil died of asphyxia and electrocution. And those are the developing stories. Thank you for watching. Good morning.